In a world filled with sissies, snowflakes, and spineless morons, we have to provide you with our disclaimer. So here it goes. The following is for entertainment purposes only and is purely the opinion of Fallout Shelter's host, Pat Mitchell and Tino. You should not construe any information or other material as legal, tax, investment, financial, or other advice. Oh, and one more thing. If you don't have a sense of humor, then you're probably in the wrong place. Enjoy.
Hey, Tricktino, what's up, losers? It's me, the Prez, Donald Trump here again. So, I see you two have a nice little operation going on here. Here's what's going to happen moving forward. The whole media is against me, just because I'm the worst president in the history of the world. You're going to take care of my boy Kavanaugh by telling all your members that he never touched that broad. I mean, come on. She's not even a 5 on a Trump scale of 1 to 10, okay? Take it from me, El President. If you're going to grope a broad, make sure she's at least an 8. And make sure she has a nice rack. Let's be real. If it was me that got caught, I would have negotiated my way out of it. So listen. You boys take care of this Kavanaugh thing and tell your listeners he never touched that bimbo, or I'll throw a 30% tariff on the internet, okay? So long, losers.
Mr. President again. I can't believe it. We got to be careful, though. He's gonna slap a 30% tariff on our asses.
I know, man. He's out of control.
He is.
The orange man's out of control.
I know, the orange.
You know?
Totally.
God, what a disaster this whole administration is with the sexual harassment and shit going on. I mean, it's just a disaster.
We think Twitter's bad right now. I mean,
if you think about it, man, it's so funny because Trump, if anybody, is such a predator. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And he always was, because he was rich and he had all this money. So he was abusing women like crazy. And yet he became the president of the United States.
I know. That's the crazy thing. I mean, that's the crazy thing. It's God. Unbelievable. Like, that was your guys' only option.
I can't wait till it's over. You know what I mean?
I know.
But
he does. You know, it's wild, though. I don't give a shit what side of politics you're on. A Democrat or Republican. But here's the thing. I don't think you can really dispute. You got to feel bad for the next fucker that's going to come in, because it's going to be nothing but all this person's going to be doing is cleaning up piles of dog shit everywhere. That's all he's going to do for the entire term.
I know. Oh,
like, there's a lot of ruined relationships. I understand what Trump's trying to do. Like, he's trying to do his thing and make it all, America first. And I get that, but that's being a businessman and not so much a politician in the respect of world politics. I mean, relationships need to be held in this world right now. And
wow. You know what else sucks is, one part of being what's great about this country is anybody can become president. I mean, there's a little side note, if you have a lot of money too, to pay for your campaign. But in reality, anybody can become president. You know what I mean? Yeah. And it sucks because I love the fact that a non-politician got in office because it was such a change.
And that's what I loved about it at the beginning.
Yeah. And now, if another guy or woman runs for office that is non-political, they're automatically going to be squashed.
Yeah, because it's going to be like, look what happened last time. Yeah.
That's the only thing that sucks.
Yeah, so, exactly.
So,
well, guys, what episode is this? 23?
23.
Wowzers. Episode 23 of Fallout Shelter with Trick and Tino. Tonight we got a lot of things to discuss. Actually a lot. We've got a lot of education for you tonight. Actually, there's something we're going to be pointing out later on in the episode. And just to give you guys some confidence in plays that really wash out in the morning, and the psychology and the reasoning behind them. So definitely stay tuned to that, guys. But first, I think I want to address what happened last week on Twitter. Now, it's not what you guys are going to think. I'm not going to get into a big bash session over this guy because he's definitely feeling the burn. But it's more of a Twitter has really jumped the shark. We had a really big jump the shark type of moment, type of week on Twitter. And I'm really sick. I'm just done with it. This is the reason why I stayed away from Twitter and social media for years and years and years. And, and up until recently, I've kind of come back on Twitter and, used it for TrickTrades and trying to connect with people and stuff like that. But man, it's such a waste of time. It really is. It really is.
It is. And we're in a society where nowadays, if you run a business, you kind of have to be on social media because that's just how everybody operates now.
Yeah.
And I mean, you see all the bullshit out there. It's insane. I mean, with what happened. And,
I mean, we have brokers calling out paper traders now that are in services. It's like this shit's running rampant. I put a tweet out there on the day that this happened with this kid, basically got outed by the broker. And the thing is, it was never cleared up. And that's the problem I had. He had a golden opportunity to get an apology from a broker that basically supposedly fucked him out of a $28,000 because he supposedly took a loss. But because he wasn't in a real account, they can hold him liable for that, right? That's slander. That's liable. You can't do that. If it was a real loss, then yes, you can say all you want. They can threaten all they want with a lawsuit. It doesn't matter. So it's, and then to chalk it off as, he was just joking and it was sarcasm. It wasn't sarcasm. It was a way for basically, the broker forced his hand and said, listen, you don't have an account with us. You're a paper trader and you're defaming our business right now, and we can go after you for lost clients. I happen to know this for 100% fact that that's why they can go after him. I've looked into my rights and what I can say doing this podcast. I've spoken with a lawyer and I've asked about American laws and Canadian laws. I know exactly what I can say and stay within the bounds of the law. But what he did is illegal. You can't do that. So, I don't want to get too much into it because it's just such a waste of time. I'm so done with it. And I just don't fucking care anymore. But for those of you that don't know what jump the shark means, Tino will definitely remember this because he's old as balls. But
whatever.
Come
on. It was probably the coolest guy ever, Fonzie.
Yeah, exactly. So Fonzie, on Happy Days, he literally jumped a shark while he was on a jet ski. Or not a jet ski, sorry.
No, he had his leather jacket on.
Yeah.
And he jumped the shark.
Water skiing.
Water skiing.
Yeah, water skiing. Yeah, so he jumped a shark, and it was just kind of a moment on Happy Days that it was just okay, enough of Happy Days. Yeah. Right? Yeah. It was just stupid, right?
Yeah.
So basically that's what a jump the shark moment is for all you younger guys out there. But so that's really what has happened now on Twitter. We have so many paper traders in businesses and everything else. And there's just so much weirdness as well that's going on around with this that I've just had enough. And I don't know, I don't think I even mentioned this to Tino, but, with this guy, I got hit up and I didn't realize it was a fake account that hit me up. And it was a GoFundMe account for his, to buy a real account because he needs to get out of being a paper trader. Right. So he signed up, or someone signed up as that, and it's a fake account. But the thing is, his boss, the service he works for, is following that account. So there's so much weirdness around this that it's it's just all smoke and mirrors, and it's just another black eye on the educational industry, and I'm fucking so sick of it. It's making my job, and guys like me, which there are very few, I may add, there's very few that are actually legit and actually give a shit. It's making it so hard for us, man. It really is. There's no trust.
Yeah.
There's no,
Yeah, it all comes down to us being human beings and what a lot of these people use social media for. These are guys
predators
that were fucking picked on in high school.
Yeah.
And now they have a podium to stand on and shout out to the world.
Cool guy.
Yeah, they want to be the cool guy. This guy's paper trading. He's claiming all this money. The guy's probably a degenerate loser. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
And he leads a sad existence, and a lot of people do that on social media, and it's sad. And that's why I kind of stay away from it. I just don't get involved. It's too much. You know what I mean?
At this point, it really is too much now.
Yeah. Shit gets taken out of context, and it's just so back and forth. It's like it's so juvenile. It's stupid. I mean, come on.
Yeah, it really is, and I'm just like I'm done with it. I'm done with it, and I know I've said that before, and just like I get sucked back in because I'm sure you guys know by now. It's hard for a guy like me to keep his mouth shut when I see there's some sort of injustice or some bullshit going on. I have a real hard time not calling bullshit. That's how I am in my real life. The only problem is with social media, I can't reach through the computer and wrap my fucking hands around someone's throat and squeeze. So that's a big fucking problem. And I get so frustrated that I can't just like fucking handle these guys, right?
Yeah.
Nothing pisses me off more than a crook. And somebody that takes advantage of someone that takes advantage of their family, because that's what's going on here. I don't think, like, a lot of people don't realize that, man. They don't think of the other level to these members of these services. And a lot of members of services, they're not just, 18-year-old kids, okay? They're grown-ass adults that are trying to legitimately learn.
Yeah.
They're trying to better the lives of their families. And they can't. They can't because they're in a service by some fucking huckster, right?
Yeah.
And they're getting misled, and fed fucking horrible information that only takes longer in their progress. But that's how their service is designed. It's designed to always leave you guessing. I don't do that at TrickTrades. I literally tell you everything I know. Everything I know. And that's what separates us.
Yeah.
A lot of services, they'll never give you their edge, their actual edge, because that's rule number one in trading. You never disclose your edge because that's your edge.
Yep. I
don't give a fuck. I trade fucking mid and large caps with large floats. It doesn't matter if 500 or 600 members of TrickTrades know my edge.
Yeah.
It's not gonna mess up the price action. It's not going to do anything to it.
Right. Yeah, I kind of equate some of these people to psychopaths.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because if you think about it, and I'll go back to my other example I said a couple podcasts ago. Look at Bernie Madoff, right? Here's a guy that for almost 50 years swindled people. Yeah. And he knew every day he got out of bed, every day he looked in the mirror, he went to work knowing exactly what he was doing.
Yeah.
Fleecing people out of their hard-earned money.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's exactly what even these paper traders are doing. They're psychopaths, man. Yeah. There's something unstable with these people that they have a feeling. They have a need to get out there and lie about the money they make to make themselves look bigger. And in some cases, it's sad because, like you said, there's grown, educated people in these rooms that are using their hard-earned money and trying to get ahead, and they're being swindled by these assholes.
And yeah, exactly. And the thing is, that's why a lot of people stick up for these paper traders because they're looking at it from a rational human being standpoint and saying, well, why would they do that? What gain would they get out of it?
Why? Why would they do that? I don't know. Fucking why do serial killers do what they do? I don't.
Exactly.
People are fucked up.
Yeah, people are fucked up, guys. I don't think you realize that. And a lot of my background, like the life that I led before trading and in my younger days, I dealt with a lot of people like that, guys. Yeah. I don't think you realize there are monstrous people out there. There are people that will cut you because you looked at him fucking wrong.
Yeah, it's crazy, man.
Because I know a guy, and I'll tell a story here, and he's a family friend. I'm not going to use his name at all. he's locked away now. Actually, the cops took him down. The SWAT team took him down in Edmonton on one of the bridges. They had him cornered, and he's a family friend. I've known this guy for forever. And like I said, like I'm not joking when I say my family knows some outlaws, and a lot of them are outlaws. And this guy, I can remember being, a teenager and being hungover from some party in the night before. And I remember coming out of my room, and this fellow was standing in the living room, and he was looking for something in his pockets. And he was fucking pulling out big stacks of fucking like thousands and thousands of dollars, and he's throwing it on the table, and he's all fucking clusterfucked, and it was just all like fucking, I don't know, sketched out or like just really fucked, eh? And he's a very high level member of something as well. Like this guy's a big deal, eh? And anyways, my mom kind of motioned me. She just points back to my room, like, get the fuck back in your room. So I'm like, all right, whatever, fucking, this guy's at it again, right? So whatever. And, this guy, if you negotiated price with him, do you know what he would do? He doesn't like guns. He likes knives. He likes blades. Yeah. Instead of taking the time to negotiate, he'll fucking, I'm telling you, he'll slit your throat. And I know that it sounds dark and it sounds fucked up, guys, but I'm telling you, there are people out there they're fucking crazy. And I know that's one end of the spectrum. And I know we're talking about paper traders here, but what I'm getting at is people are fucked. People are fucked.
But you know what? Like even people that are paper traders, just like that guy that you're talking about. Okay. At the end of the day, after this guy has gone on the computer and he's seen the responses to him making all this money that he's supposedly making in a real account, but he knows that he's not. Yet people are like, oh my God, you're awesome. How do you do it? That I want to learn from you. At the end of the night, when he lays in bed, he's all by himself. He has to think at some point to himself, I fucking lying to everybody.
Yeah, I'm lying. I'm a piece of shit.
I'm a piece of shit. Like these people don't know that it's not really money. Yeah. It's not real money. It's fake. Yeah. And it's just they're fucking, they're narcissistic psychopaths.
Yeah, no, they are, man. There's something deranged about it.
There is,
Yeah, no, there is. Yeah. And that's why I get so pissed off, because it, like I've said before, it takes away from the 10% that have got there, and it also takes away from the 90% trying to get there, and that's why I get so pissed off. And you talking about Bernie Madoff, just for the record, and I'm sure there's some people that probably recognize the name now, and I'm not going to say any more. We said that on a couple of the last Fallout Shelter episodes, and I'm just going to leave that there. For those of you that know, they know what I'm talking about. For those of you that don't, that's fine. But we mentioned Bernie Madoff like 2 or 3 weeks ago in that same example. Okay. Yeah. I'll just leave that there. Yeah. I thought that was pretty fucked up, actually.
Yeah. I mean, there's also a couple, there's tons of examples when you think of like, I don't know if you remember WorldCom and Global Crossing and Tyco and all these corporate entities that went bankrupt because the CEOs knowingly just fleeced the company, took all the money and partied it away, but yet they claim they didn't. Come on. It's just...
that's the thing. A lot of these guys, like what you just said, like I think they think everyone's stupid and they're doing it with children.
I don't know what it is. I don't know if they think like...
they believe their lies or something?
Well, they believe they're smarter than everybody else. Did you ever watch that episode on, I think it was a Netflix special, The Smartest Guys in the Room?
No, I know what you're talking about, though.
If any of you listeners are out there, you have to watch it. It'll get you so mad. It'll get you so goddamn mad about how these corporations fleece their workers, and they rob their 401ks. They leave them penniless, but yet they walk away with a golden parachute. It's sickening. You know what I mean? And basically, that's what a lot of these moderators do in these rooms is they fleece their members. They know exactly what they're doing. But yet, at some point, I believe in karma. At some point down the road, it's going to catch up.
Oh, yeah, big time.
Some point.
And it's going to be dirty.
It will.
Yeah.
So, we run a tight ship here at TrickTrades, man. We're nothing but the truth. And,
yeah, I sniffed out a moderator for being a paper trader months and months and months and months ago. I noticed some things that he was posting on social media didn't add up with the things he was posting in the room. Another moderator, we both confronted this fellow, and that was it. He was done. He had nothing to say.
Yeah.
And he just tried sloughing it off, and it was easily cleared up. He could have cleared it up very easily, and he didn't. And now he's still fleecing people to this day.
Yeah.
And everyone sticks up for him because he sounds like he knows what he's talking about. Guys, like I said to that guy that we've been talking about here, there's a big difference between knowing what you're talking about, implementing these strategies that you're talking about. It's apples and oranges. Okay? You can know what you're talking about, but we all know that trading comes down to emotions. If you don't have the emotional strength to do it, then you won't be able to do it. It's the big difference. And that's why I get so pissed off with these newbies that have been fucking trading for a year or two. They start opening up services, and it's like they think they know what the fuck they're talking about. And it's like, you guys got no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah.
You've only seen this market. That's all you've seen. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Yeah.
The markets went straight up for fucking how many years?
Yeah. Yeah.
And what the fuck do you know?
There's a guy that he's a member of that other circle of monkeys out there. He did really well last year, and he traded penny stock garbage, and now he's starting his own chatting service, and he put out a DVD, and the guy's only been in the game a year.
Yeah.
Listen, I'll give him some respect. Maybe he's got a knack for it. I don't know, but like you said, man, you don't have this after a year.
No,
and you don't have any business telling people how to trade after 1 year.
No, you don't. You don't. And that's what pisses me off. And, people will defend him. It's like, well, look how much he's made. Well, okay.
So what?
So we'll see if he's still around in 5 years, guys.
Yeah.
We'll see. Right.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I've seen it before. It's funny, and I'm going to use this, and I won't talk about the member's name. It's a lot of beginner's luck. And I know some of you are going, no, not after a year. It's not beginner's luck. Hey, man, I'm telling you, we had a member that just started trading. And he was doing really well last week, okay? At the beginning of the week, he kept showing me his P&Ls, and, I'm saying, good job, but you got to size down. You're obviously in way too big because these are almost fucking 5-figure P&Ls, okay?
Yeah.
Every day, okay? And it's a live account, by the way. It's a live account. And we're talking $6,000, $7,000, $8,000, $9,000 days. And then what does he show me? Come Thursday, I think it was.
Yeah, I think so.
$9,000 loss.
Well, actually, didn't he show a $6,000 gain?
Yeah.
And then he sent something back like he was in the red, $8 or $9 grand. So that means he threw away his $6,000.
Yeah.
Then he went down another $8 grand.
Yeah.
So basically, it was a $14,000.
Yeah, no, you're right. Yeah, sorry, I didn't think of it that way. Yeah, totally. Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah. And what did I tell him before? I would love to post the conversation to show you guys. But when he posted that gain, I told him, okay, shut it down. You need to stop trading for the rest of the week because I need to talk to you this weekend. And we're going to have a one-on-one meeting. And we're going to come up with a plan for you to hold on to these gains. Because I've seen this shit hundreds of times. And that's what I told him. I've seen it. I've seen it 100 times. You won't be able to hold on to it. Sure enough, he hits me up the next morning. He goes, I'm so embarrassed. My stomach is turning. Right?
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, man. I fucking told you. Listen to me. These guys, that's another thing. You pay big money to be in a service and shit like that. And you pay big money to have access to a guy like me at your disposal, basically from 4 a.m. to 11 p.m. each and every day. Yeah, that's right. From 4 a.m. to 11 p.m. in the mentoring membership. You have access to me at all times. Why did you chew that big of a loss? Why don't you listen to me? Stop. Like, a lot of people they always think they're smarter than the next guy.
Yeah.
Right? And it's like, oh, I don't need to listen.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like, just fucking listen. Just listen. Yeah. I can give you the keys to the kingdom, but it's up to you to unlock the door.
Yeah.
You know,
and I know it's going to happen with, I know we were going to get to this later. I don't know if you want to get into it now, but you put out this amazing new product today.
Yeah.
If you want to talk about it, but we talked about this, you and I talked about this on the phone. As awesome as the product is, there's going to be people that are going to use it, and they're going to think there's more they need to know. And they're going to go out, they're going to go on YouTube, they're going to look on all kinds of other shit.
Even though I warn in that video to not do that, because it's just going to fuck your head up. But what are they going to do? They're going to go straight to YouTube.
Yeah. And they're going to look for more answers when all the answers are right there.
Right
all
there
you need to know is
That's
right
all
there.
That's all I use.
Listen, I went through it today. You know, it was an amazing product.
Yeah.
I mean, you literally walk people by the hand, hold them by the hand, and walk them through exactly what you do. That's all you need to know.
And I literally tell people everything. There's a lot of, and Tino and I were discussing this before, a lot of these services and a lot of these educators, they'll always leave out that last little piece because they want to keep you gripped and chained to them. So then they have constant membership fees and everything else coming in. I don't want that. I want traders to come and stay and hang out. I think that'd be cool, right? But I want them to be self-sufficient. So I do. I tell them literally there's not one thing that I leave out, and it's 100%. That's my strategy. That's how I do it. There is nothing left out. And a perfect example of that strategy today was Microsoft. Okay, this is just one. That's just one. Okay, so on Twitter, I even gave a heads up that if you aren't watching Microsoft tomorrow, you are on dope. And that daily chart is primed. It is absolutely primed for a breakout. And it gapped down because the market was gapping down. That's fine. That doesn't matter. And Microsoft dumped out, and it gave a perfect sorry, I got it on the 2-minute bullshit. A perfect almost a 5-minute reversal. It kept dumping out, and then it based. Once it based there, okay, I took it. I basically bottom ticked this. Now I'm still in it. I'm still in Microsoft. I've pulled profits, and at the end of the day, I was still up 150% on a Monday. Now, for those of you that actually watch the A.B.O.S.S Assassin options strategy guide, you're going to see that on a Monday, that's a big deal, okay? Because time decay and time works against you, okay? So at the beginning of the week, it's hard to get really big gains, okay, on options. Now, as the week progresses, it becomes easier and easier. Like Wednesdays are really good for big gain days, and Thursdays. Fridays can work against you, okay? But Wednesday, Thursday, I will always hit at least 100% gainer. And I've been hitting 100% trades. And I'm going to explain to you guys what that means, because some of you don't quite understand what I mean when I post I made 100%. Okay, it's the same thing as seeing a penny stock running 100% on the day. And you bought the bottom and you sold the very top, okay? And you caught 100% of that move. You made 100% your money. So if I put in $10,000, I make $10,000. That is an average trade, guys. 100%. That's what I make day in, day out.
Yeah.
Now, this is scalable. Okay. So when you first start out, you have a small account. You put in a $100 or $200 position. You will make $100 or $200 on that trade to build your small account. Now, if you have a little bit bigger account, you have a $1,000 position. You'll make $1,000 each and every day. Now, if you have an even bigger account and you put in 3,000 or 4,000 or 5,000 or 20,000 or 50,000, that's what you'll make day in, day out. This strategy is fucking life-changing. It is. And I know that sounds like I'm just trying to hype it. I'm not.
You came up with the title. We were kind of going back and forth with some names, and you nailed the title. So you want to tell them what B.O.S.S stands for?
Basic option, simple strategy, because that's what it is.
Yeah.
Now, not
It's awesome.
basic in the respect of, just like, I don't know, like it's not enough. No, it's basic and it's simple. So everyone can understand options. I'm sure you guys have all looked up how to trade options at one time or another, and you were like, fuck this. This is retarded. Your eyes glaze and roll in the back of your head and the whole nine. Nope, not with this. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. I called out Microsoft. I nailed Microsoft. Tons of members in the room nailed it. Right off this strategy.
Yeah.
And 100%, 150% gains.
Yep.
Netflix, perfect. Amazon, perfect. Nvidia, perfect. Stocks do this shit day in and day out, guys. Okay. AMD, perfect.
I'm still so mad when you mentioned that. I'm still so mad about Netflix. Can you explain what happened with Netflix today?
Okay, guys. So, no, I want to hear you explain why you didn't take it first.
Okay. So, pre-market looking at the daily chart on Netflix, it was pretty close. It was about, 10 points away from the 50 SMA. And I thought to myself, the way
on the daily chart,
on a daily, and the way I was thinking, I was like, man, this thing could easily drop down and touch the 50 and shoot right back up like it's done 100 times before.
Mm-hmm.
Netflix loves the moving averages. And what does it do? I'm watching Microsoft.
To the fucking penny.
And you know what's funny is that whole 5-minute reversal happened with Netflix too. After 5 minutes, they both reverse at the exact same time. I was watching Microsoft looking at that. I didn't even realize that at the same time, Netflix, like you said, to the penny, tapped the 50 and shot back up for 14 points. I could have had 14 points if I would have taken it.
September 24th, 2018, by the way, folks. Go check out Netflix chart and look at that. The daily hit tap in the 50. So why now? Explain to everyone why you didn't take it, so then I can tell you why you fucked up.
Because Netflix is a pretty fast mover. The range on this thing is incredible, right? And it can take you out if you're not careful. You got to have a lot of wiggle room. But I'm thinking, okay, if this thing dumps out, I'm thinking, what happens if I set an order? Because you said, well, why don't you just put an order out there waiting at the 50? And I said, well, what if it just blows past the 50? Then what?
And that's your mistake right there, friend.
Yep.
You saying, what if it blows through that 50?
Yeah.
Do you want to know why it's not going to? Now, when you guys see these stocks dump out real hard at the open, there's a reason behind it. It is institutions and hedge funds that they have a bunch of sell orders. Okay, guys? So they got a bunch of sell orders, and they also, the institution themselves, want to add to their position. So they take advantage of those sell orders and they dump them all basically at once. Okay. They keep hitting sell. And they may still have a few sell orders left. Okay. They may. But where's it going to bounce? Where does that institution want its best price?
I'm laughing right now.
The best price is right at the 50
fucking 50
SMA.
Right where I thought it would blow right past.
And it's not going to. It will not blow past that. That is a designed and orchestrated dump.
Man, I'm laughing about it now because it makes so much sense now that you explained it like that.
And remember that doesn't just go for, just Netflix. That's why Kimmy Dykes has lied to you guys. He says you have no edge in these large cap stocks because you're trading against the world's brightest minds in hedge funds and institutions. Well, goddamn, I'll tell you what. I'm going to ride those smart fuckers' coattails, and I'm going to get to know what makes them tick.
Yeah. Now, what kind of crazy percentage would I have gotten if I took the options on that? If I took the options right at that 50 and it went up 14 points, that would have been some disgustingly sick.
It would have been fucking massive. Let me check right now. Just give me like literally 2 seconds and get Netflix up on a chart.
But just on the equity side, I could have made 14 points.
Yeah, that's just the equity side, folks. So Netflix, if you took the 360s, which is what I would have taken. Okay, hang tight. Because you would have bottom ticked it.
Yep.
And then you would have rolled that all the way up for 34%.
So guys, think of that. If I would have just went in with $100, I would have made $200.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jeez, man.
And here's the thing, guys. This is stuff that I teach at TrickTrades every day. Now, Tino's kind of a knucklehead. He knows this. I've told him this before. But one of the problems with Tino's major problem, and I yell at him all the time, even on like the back end of TrickTrades things, like not even when it comes to trading. I shake my head at this fucking Greek bastard for he thinks way too much. Fuck that.
No, dude.
Oh,
I know. I just got to let life play out, bro. You know what I mean? Just let it happen.
And I mean, although, you know, you're a few shades darker than the shade of cardboard,
but,
you know,
but not as dark as Wesley Snipes.
But not as dark as Wesley Snipes. You're darker than cardboard, but you're not like Wesley Snipes dark, right?
Yeah.
You're still pretty cool in my books. You just fucking think too much. Man.
I know, dude. I know. You know what it is, man? You know why? Because I think I'm still scarred, honestly. I think I'm still scarred from, you know, losing everything when the real estate market crashed and I lost over $1 million.
I know.
I think that plays in the back of my head.
No.
You know?
You know, we actually have another member. He's an older fellow. I love this guy, by the way. His name's Al. He's from Winnipeg, Manitoba. He's my Canadian brother from another mother. Anyways, he came to TrickTrades about, I don't know, 4 or 5 months ago, maybe a little bit longer, and he's crushing it now. And this is such a testament to TrickTrades. I'm not just saying myself, but, you know, everyone involved, right? He had such a mental blockage from the crash of the real estate crash of 08, 09, that he was involved with a service, okay, way back then. And he called an emergency meeting with the mentors, okay? And he drove to fucking Winnipeg because that's where they were from. And they laughed him out of the room. And the reason why they laughed him out of the room is he told them that he sees that a crash is coming, and it's coming right now. We need to pull our money out. We need to pull our money out of all positions. And they laughed at him, and they calmed him down, and he listened to them. And then literally it was a day or two later, that's when it crashed. So from all those years ago up until, let's call it, I don't know, 5-6 months ago. Let's call it that. I can't remember how long he's been in the room for. Time fucking blurs for me. Since then, okay, for all that time, he has not been able to pull the trigger. He has been so gun shy. And through the mentoring program, I've rewired him, and he has been crushing it.
Yeah,
crushing it.
Yeah.
A lot of people think that we just have like new traders with small accounts in TrickTrades. No, this guy's a beast. He's a beastly motherfucker. Beastly.
Yeah.
And I'm proud of him because although I've helped him, he's the one pulling the trigger, right? But that just goes to show a lot of people think, you know, we just trade options or we just trade stocks and we use technical analysis. No, I'll rewire you, man. That's what I do. That's my specialty, is market psychology. And it's not regurgitated bullshit of, you know, something that Mark Douglas has said or, you know, no. I actually disagree with some of the things that Mark Douglas says. I have my own thoughts. I am one original all-around motherfucker. And I'll help rewire you If you're having serious issues about something that you think nobody can help with, don't wait any longer, because I'll fix it. And when I say that, people think I'm just being cocky. No, that's I know what the fuck I'm doing and how to rewire and how to get through to people. If I did that with a guy that struggled with this for years and years and years, man, we're talking basically a decade. He was gun shy for a decade, guys. He couldn't put on a winning trade to save his life. And turned him around to where he's back crushing it. You know?
Yeah, that's pretty amazing, man. There's a lot of stories like that with a lot of members.
And now he's killing it with the A.B.O.S.S Assassin strategy.
Yeah. I tell you, man, I watched the whole thing today. It's pretty amazing and pretty simple. And it kind of, it's almost amazing. You're like, how come not everybody's why isn't everybody doing this? It's that easy.
It really is that easy. It's super simple. It's not complicated. Your eyes will not glaze in the back of your head at all. I promise you they won't. There's nothing on this that you won't understand. You won't. It's gold. It's literal gold. It is gold.
Yeah.
You know? And I mean, we're not just trying to pump product here, guys. I'm telling you, like, fuck, man. Like, I want to get this information out there to you people. And that's why I don't charge fucking, $1,500 or $2,000 for fucking DVDs. That's bullshit. That ain't right. Although I could with this.
You should.
I know. Fucking should. Because it's worth every penny, man. You'll make that back quickly. And even though I tell you guys to take your time and everything else, I'm not trying to sell you dreams. I'm just saying the possibility's there.
Yeah.
Because the setups that we take and the options trades that we take, they're home runs. These are home run trades on every trade. I know how to line up the daily chart with the intraday chart, and that's what I teach you in this guide as well. I teach you everything.
Yeah. It's pretty funny when we were talking about Microsoft earlier today. And it's funny because you always give me the same answer. And and it's so funny. That's probably why you get so frustrated with me.
Oh, fuck, totally.
Because, Microsoft, in the first 5 minutes, it went way down, And I said, well, how did you know that it was going to kind of consolidate there and not go down further? And you're like, well, look at the daily chart. Yeah. Like, that's your answer. And I kind of had an aha moment there.
Yeah.
Because after I looked at it and what you said made perfect sense. You're like, it's uptrending. It's broken some key levels. It's ready to go.
Yeah.
It is going to, why did it go down in the first 5 minutes? Is that just profit takers?
No, for the same reason I told you about Netflix.
Yeah.
It's institutions. It's institutions that want to get in on this, but they need to buy a dip. They will not buy breakouts, people. Guys, institutions and hedge funds will never buy a breakout. They do not do that. That is a dumb money practice to buy breakouts. Okay? You know how Kimmy Dykes tells you to buy the breakout? That's dumb money. They laugh at retail traders, and that's why. You got to buy dips on support. And I know, but Kimmy Dykes tells you to dip buy. Oh, dip buy. But where, motherfucker? Dip buy support. Well, what support? Well, I'll tell you the support. He won't, but I will. Okay? But that's what institutions do. That's why it sells off. And for all you new traders out there that put shit on your watch list and then the market opens and it starts dumping instead of ripping, you turn your head. You turn your head and you stop watching it. Stop fucking doing that. Stop doing that. You see it dump and you're like, oh, it's not going to break out. It's done. No, man. 5 minute fucking reversal. 5 minute reversal. The institutions are selling this shit off for 5 minutes because they're trying to work it down to a main level. They're trying to work it down so that they can get the best price to add into their positions, period. End of fucking discussion. That's why they dip.
Never even thought about that.
You
Never
buy that when it hits support. Have a fucking order sitting there because 9 times out of 10, it's going to hold. It will bounce. The only way it doesn't is if you get some other hedge fund that has more and they want to drive it down more. And it rarely happens. It rarely happens. All of these guys are in communication with each other. They all know what they're doing. They are all in cahoots with each other. They're all buddies. They're all bros, man.
Well, just like you said, you've done it in a lot of the videos in the video lesson library. You say it's a bizarro world. And when it drops like that, it's a long.
Yep. And when it rips, it's a short.
Yeah.
Yep. Out of the gate.
Yeah.
That's how we determine long and short, guys. I've got a badass video lesson that I just put out in TrickTrades. It's called High of Day, Low of Day, Short Long Bias. And that'll tell you exactly what to do out of the gate. Exactly what to do and what to wait for and how to attack. And you know what? You're going to be right 85% of the time. Are losses going to happen? Sure. There's some times where it's just not going to work, right?
Right.
Because the institutions have another idea. And that's fine. That's fine. Right?
Or Trump could come out with a stupid tweet.
Yeah, that's happened a few times. He'll come out with a tweet and it really fucks shit up. Yeah.
Yeah.
But whatever. 80% of the time it's going to work and you're going to fucking kill it. And you're going to be like, wow, Pat, I wish I found you fucking years ago.
Yeah.
And it's just a matter of time before people come around, man. I'm telling you, TrickTrades is the place to be, period. End of discussion. There's nobody, and we all see there's people out there right now that are saying they're trying to change the industry and this and that. Guys, they're not. It's nothing I haven't already done. Wait till you guys see what I'm coming out with, and it's coming out very soon. This is going to blow your fucking minds. It's going to blow your dick off. It is though, like all joking aside, you're gonna freak out. You're gonna be like, holy shit. And you know what? Mark my words, the second I come out with it, you're gonna see everybody do it. That's how good of an idea this is. It's brilliant. It's brilliant. I'm surprised nobody's doing it now.
Yeah, it's an awesome idea.
It is.
No, it's an awesome idea.
Niche.
If I blow my dick off, I can't shoot ropes anymore.
Yeah. You don't want to do that. I mean, you're the darker shade of cardboard Peter North.
Oh shit! So speaking of Peter North, what do you got a hard on for this week? What are you looking at?
Well, the Peter North play of the week would be...
What's the load play, man?
The load play?
Yeah, the shooting rope.
I still love Microsoft.
Yeah?
I love AMD.
Gosh, AMD's just fucking monster lately.
I love Amazon.
Yeah.
Those three. And actually, BABA could be pretty horny tomorrow morning, guys. So Tuesday, September 25th, BABA could be horny. The only thing that holds me back, it's a Chinese stock. It's a Chinese play. And right now, all it takes is fucking Trump to come out and tweet that, something negative against China and it'll dump. But the way it's kind of setting up right now, man, I think I'm going to take a stab at it in the morning and see what happens.
It's right at the 9 on the daily there.
Yeah, it like just tapped the 9. Yeah. It has a little bit of a bottom wick, so that's good. It's trending. It's trying to make its way back up. And once it starts taking off, BABA can have some big days. So let's say some good news comes out about the China trade talks, right? Because you guys got to remember what you're seeing in the media and you're seeing in Trump's tweets is what he wants you to see. He trades in the stock market, guys. So come on, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. What the fuck you think he's doing, man?
Right.
He's driving the price down to get a better fucking entry and shit. Like, I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, there's been way too many times that the market is ripped and then he puts a fucking tweet out. Right? And then it dumps and then he says something good and then it rips back up. Like, man, fuck.
Yeah.
Am I accusing the president of the United States of market manipulation? I don't know. Am I?
Well, I don't know. He's done a lot of other crazy shit. What
Yeah.
you know what I mean? This guy's a madman.
Oh, fuck, man. But you
He's
know
an
what?
orange- he's
If
an
I
orange-
was the president of the United States, shit, I'd be manipulating markets left, right, and center.
Oh man.
But all of those plays, guys, for this week they're very sound plays. AMD bounced off the 9 EMA, just like I said to watch. It bounced off yesterday's lows, exactly what I said to watch. Fucking members hit that and rode that all day. Some of them are still in it. Like, fuck, man. Like, if you guys want to make fucking money and I don't want to say easy money because I don't want to come off like I'm really trying to like sell a dream because I hate that shit. But I'm telling you, man, everyone chasing these small caps and everything else. And a lot of people think that I'm just hating on small caps because of safety reasons or something like that. That's only part of it. Borrows are hard to come by. Borrow fees are expensive. Overcrowded plays because everyone flocks to the one flavor of the day. When you can flick.
Get that cock out of your mouth.
I know, eh? Got a big fucking cock in my mouth.
No offense.
Yeah, no offense. You got so many plays to choose from on these, and they're easy money plays because they follow support and resistance so fucking well, man.
So, like with AMD, what are you looking for it to drop down a little bit?
Yeah, I want to see a dip down to.
Yeah.
I don't think it'll come all the way down to 32 tomorrow morning. I would say buyers will come in at like 32.10, 32.15.
Yeah.
Now, remember, guys, it all depends on what the market does overnight, like the SPY futures. It depends what the market does, okay, what futures do. But let's say it opens up flat right now, okay? So the market opens up flat. There's no gap ups. There's no gap downs. If it'll dump out of the gate, and it'll come down to around, it'll try and dump to the 32, but there are going to be people with buy orders that want to buy that dip at 32 and they don't want to miss it. So then they place their buy orders a few cents above that. And that's the psychology behind why the higher low happens and the double bottom and all that. That's why these dips won't quite make the whole dollar mark because people, they don't want to miss out. It's a FOMO play, right?
Right.
So that's what I'd be looking for on AMD. And BABA, I'm just expecting it to like rip out of the gate if it opens flat.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think it's just going to take off. I think it may have a one candle dip and then like, a quick opening range breakout, quick intraday red to green, like dump and boom, come up.
Yeah.
Microsoft, I do want to see a dip and a rip.
Yeah.
Netflix, same thing. Netflix looks tasty. Amazon, same thing. I think Amazon's going to really gap up though. Like this thing's going to be hard to capture. So I would wait for a VWAP tag. I'd wait for it to rip in the morning and then pull back to the VWAP because Amazon loves a VWAP. Loves it.
Yeah.
These are easy plays, guys. They're easy plays. They are. They really are. You know? And
yeah, it's funny. I'm looking at that fucking TLRY from the flavor of the week last week. God. Fucking ugly is that thing.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah. And it's like, yeah, people made a lot of money. They did. Some people made a lot of money, but a lot of people lost money. And who gives a shit? When I can make consistent money, that's all that matters, man.
Yeah. And what else is great about that A.B.O.S.S Assassin is you have a certain basket of stocks that you can continuously play day after day, week after week, month after month.
Yeah.
You're not continuously have to spend a lot of time on a scan unless you want to. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
But it's just another tool in your tool belt, man. It's awesome.
Yeah, exactly.
I've had the same 10, 15 stocks on my screen for the last 3 months, I think.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm just distracted just reading a member's response to the A.B.O.S.S Assassin video. And he's like, I'm fucking loving it, man. 2 hours in, I've been trying to trade options for over a year now. And boom, I got it.
Awesome.
I teach in such a simplistic way that you could teach your mother how to do this.
Yeah.
Right? I
That's
am
awesome.
a good educator. I'm very good at what I do. I know how to get through to people. I do.
Yeah.
And I fucking tell you guys, it gets me hard as Peter North when I see members fucking killing it. I do.
Yeah.
I live for this shit, man.
Oh, it's awesome, man.
I love it. I love it.
You're shooting ropes all over your office every day.
Yeah, just fucking masturbating all over the place.
Politically correct, we are not.
No. Fuck that noise. That's no fun. So, hey, before we wrap this up, do you guys want to hear a fucked up story?
Why not?
Okay.
I'm always down for one.
So I was going to tell this story. So everyone fucking reached out and they said that they wanted to hear it. So I'm going to tell it. Okay.
Oh boy.
I'm warning you right now. This is fucked up. Okay. So like I was saying, that used to kind of date or hang out with this stripper, right? Jordan Monroe.
Jordan to the main stage.
So the one night, my brother at the time, he's older brother, he was so worried about me because I was doing a bunch of fucking blow and shit like that, right? And partying and stuff, hanging out with strippers. So he was all worried about me, right? So the one night I invite him out. Okay. So he's like, man, I'm worried about you. I'm like, fuck, come out. You'll see. We just fucking hang out. We fucking do some blow. We shoot the shit. It's harmless. You'll see. You think I'm a maniac and all my friends are maniacs. They're not. Just relax. Come out.
Yeah.
So fast forward a few hours later, we're at Pinky's. Okay. So Pinky's is it's a total dive strip joint. Okay. So I'm there with Jordan Monroe and my brother, and then this cute little blonde. She's like, I don't know, 5 foot, fuck all, really small. And we're partying, and it was amateur night, right? I didn't realize she was going to get up on stage, this blonde. So we're doing a bunch of lines and we're drinking and partying and having fun, just kind of shooting the shit. Everything's good. My brother even said to me, like right before this incident happened, he's like, yeah, man, like you're right. Like I feel better, like you're not as crazy as I thought you were. I'm like, no, man, fuck, get a grip, So then they call out whatever the fuck this chick's name was. I don't remember her name. It's the first time. Yeah. Candy to the stage, please. So she gets up. She slams her drink before she gets on stage.
There you go.
Right. Does another bump and then she gets up on stage. So everything's good. And she's doing her little routine there, and she starts stripping down and doing her thing. And then she's doing some pole work. She's doing some fancy pole work, right? So she gets up on the pole and she flips herself upside down, okay? So get the visual on it.
Yeah.
So her feet are straight up in the air, right? And then she flips down. Goosh.
No.
She
Come
had a
on.
miscarriage right on stage.
Was that Pat Jr.?
Fuck. I look over at my brother,
God.
and my brother has a very weak stomach, by the way. He's such a pussy. And no, it wasn't just like it was a miscarriage. It was fucked up, guys. Like I'm not too graphic here because it was really fucked up. I look over at my brother. He's instantly green. He's as green as the candles on Netflix today. Okay.
Yeah.
And he's like, you're fucked, Pat. Your friends are fucked. You're fucked. Fuck you. I'm out of here. And he takes off. I look at Jordan Monroe and I look at her and I'm like, what the fuck, man? I'm like, what kind of friends do you have? So then she falls in it.
Oh my God.
It's a disastrous
I hate
moment.
to laugh, but it's just so disgusting.
It's so fucked up.
Funny.
It was so fucked up. And then she slips and then she's fucking covered in, and then she runs into the backstage, right? Fucking Jordan Monroe takes off after her. And I'm just like, I'm sitting there and I'm just like scratching my head for like, as I'm doing right now, like putting myself back in that moment. And I'm just like, I had a serious come to Jesus with myself at that moment. And I'm like, what the fuck am I doing with my life?
Seriously, man.
That's fucked up, eh?
Well, and what about the person that had to clean that up? It's like the jizz rag cleaners in the porn booths.
Totally.
Like, who had to clean that up?
I don't know. I left. I couldn't tell you. I should have actually stuck around to see what happened.
and the fact that this broad knew she was pregnant.
No, she didn't know.
Oh.
She didn't know. No, she didn't know.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, she didn't know.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Don't lie. It was yours.
Yeah. Yeah. Fuck. That's fucked up, though, eh?
Oh, my God.
Now, that's a fucked up story.
Yeah. Even the dogs are going nuts. I hear them. That is how fucked up that story is.
Yeah, I know.
Jeez.
I just yelled at him to shut the fuck up.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Is that what you hillbillies do up there?
Shit, man. I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. But like I said, guys, like I've got so many stories, not maybe like that, but I have so many fucked up stories. Like I have lived a storied life.
Yeah.
Like I've got stories for days about like fucked up shit that like I've witnessed or I've been a part of. Like I've woken up like hundreds of miles away and like not knowing where the fuck I was. Like,
oh gosh! I've got a couple good ones I got to run past you too, man.
I remember I woke up in like Italian town or like Little Italy in Edmonton, and I woke up to like church bells ringing, like bells ringing. It's like this old Italian like church like downtown, and I look out the window and it looks really like European in that area. It's really old school, and I'm just like, where in the fuck? It's like, shit, did I go to Italy last night? Like,
that's awesome.
Oh, fuck, man.
Oh, well.
Where else can you come and have laughs, almost puke and gag and dry heave and learn
and make money?
Trading education. You can't.
And fucking make money. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what it's all about.
Yeah, no shit.
Well, I mean, we got to wrap it up after that story.
Oh, yeah, we're not topping that this week.
No. And I want to meet the guy that had to clean that up. Like, what is he thinking?
Oh, just fuck. You know what? He probably said fuck that. And then like Bruno in the back there was just like, nah, you're going to fucking do it or I'll mop the fucking floors with you. You're going to fucking do it because I ain't doing it, kid.
Yeah. How about being told to do that? Hey, Pat, can you go on stage 2 and clean up an abortion? I mean, come on.
No shit. I would never do that. I don't care if he held a gun to my fucking head. Wouldn't happen. But that's just me. I'd tell him to go fuck himself. You know?
Jeez.
Man. Crazy, eh?
That's disgusting. I think I just threw up in my mouth.
I know. I warned you guys. I warned you. It was fucked up. I warned you, and you sick fucks. You wanted to know. You wanted to know. You begged me. You fucking begged me. You begged me.
I've got a pretty gross story, but we'll save that for next week. It's pretty funny.
Okay.
It's pretty funny.
Is it grosser than this?
It's pretty gross. No, nothing's as gross as that, but it's pretty gross.
Like that's pretty fucked up, right?
It's funny gross, yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. Okay, we'll save that up for episode 24. Well, folks, this has been episode 23 of Fallout Shelter with Trick and Tino. Thanks for listening, and
hey, check out. We just released the product. Go check it out, guys. It's amazing. A.B.O.S.S Assassin.
Yeah, go check it out at TrickTrades.com under products.
Just for a limited time only.
Educational videos, it's in there. Yeah, limited time price too. And I know that sounds like marketing BS. It's not.
But it is.
Worth so much more. It's worth so much more.
Yeah.
So
go check it out.
It's going to be basically half price. So when you go in, that's what it is, man. You better jump on that shit because once it goes up, it ain't coming back down. And I'm not giving discounts on it. It's way too valuable. No way.
Yep.
Okay, folks.
Yes, sir.
Have a good one. Thanks, Tino.
You got it, buddy. We'll talk soon.
Later, bud.
Later, everybody.
Adios.